Right, we can come to you with some breaking news, which we've been picking up from Jammu and Kashmir of a major terrorist attack which has taken place. The attack has taken place on a bus carrying pilgrims from Shiv Khori to Katra. These are the first images which have been coming in now for a little while. That is the bus which fell into a gorge after the attack on the bus took place. The attack took place using automatic weapons. There are images of cartridges as well, which are now available, which indicate that automatic weapons were used. The police have confirmed that this was a terror incident. There are 9 people who have lost their lives at least. Some reports indicate that more than 30 have been injured. We do not at this juncture know about the condition of the 30 who have been injured, but this is a massive terror attack which coincides with the swearing in of this government in an area which has not, as we understand it, seen major terrorist attacks. This was a bus with pilgrims on the route from Shiv Khori to Katra in the greater Jammu area. It was attacked by terrorists using automatic weapons. It then fell into a gorge and there have been 9 people who have lost their lives. The police are at the site, the army presumably at the site. Investigations are continuing. Let's go straight across to NDTV's Nazir Masoodi. We'll come to him in a moment. We've got reactions from the police. Let's listen in.
इनिशियली जो हमें रिपोर्ट्स आई वो यही है कि मिलिटेंट्स हाथ लगाए बैठे थे और उन्होंने उस बस के ऊपर फायर किया जो कि शिवखोड़ी से निकली थी और टुवर्ड्स कटरा जा रही थी। उसकी वजह से जो ड्राइवर है उसका बैलेंस जो है वो बिगड़ा और वो नीचे बस जो है वो खाई में चली गई। रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन जो है वो अभी कंप्लीट किया जा चुका है। 9 are feared dead right now and 33 injured हुए हैं। ये locals नहीं है, अभी उनकी आइडेंटिटीज जो है वो क्लियर नहीं हो पाई हैं, बट जो अभी इनिशियली पता चला है वो they may be belong to UP.
Let's go straight across to NDTV's Nazir Masoodi. Nazir, it is horrific. 9 people at least dead, 33 injured. First up, do we know the condition of those who've been injured?
Well, what we hear, Vishnu, condition of some of the injured is stated to be critical. They have been shifted to the Narayan Hospital in Katra and also District Hospital in Reasi. This is one of the most horrific attacks on innocent people who have come to just offer prayers. Go to Shiv Khori. This is a cave shrine in a called Shiv Khori in Reasi district. Then they were going back to Katra and then to Mata Vishnu Devi shrine. They were pilgrims apparently from UP, and this bus was targeted. There have been from multiple sides. There have been heavy firing. It's been heavy firing on the bus, as SSP Reasi said that the driver lost control and it fell in the gorge. But several people have bullet injuries. I spoke to the district magistrate of Reasi, Mr. Mahajan. He said that they don't know exactly how many people have received the bullet injuries. But he said that critically injured people have been shifted to various hospitals and every effort is being made to save lives. And initial thing was the locals first rushed to this site to rescue people. Then army, police and other agencies, they joined the rescue operation to take these injured to hospital. This bus fell into a gorge. This is the worst terror attack on innocent people, on pilgrims, defenseless people in last 2 years. Last time I remember was in May 2022 when there was a sticky bomb attack on a pilgrim bus near Vaishno Devi Katra, in which 4 pilgrims died and 20 were injured. But that time the entire incident was passed up as an accident. But finally when the one terrorist was caught, so police admitted that it was a terrorist attack. But this is one of the most horrific incidents where innocent people like this have been targeted. And it also coincides with the swearing ceremony of Prime Minister Modi and his cabinet in Delhi. So clearly those who are behind this have chosen this time to carry out this dastardly act where innocent people, pilgrims, are being targeted.
Okay. Nazir, of course, on the day, as you were saying, on the day when the Prime Minister is taking oath for the 3rd term, it also clearly now outlines the challenge as far as the terror is concerned or terrorists are concerned in the Kashmir Valley. But Nazir, very quickly, although it's very, very, the attack has just taken place a few hours back. Is there any initial assessment as far as the security forces are concerned about which organization it could be? And was there any tip-off as far as the security agencies, any intel on this kind of an attack?
Well, no group has so far claimed responsibility, but Jammu appears to be high on terror radar. Particularly now, it was initially Poonch and Rajouri. Now we see this Reasi area, and also just 1.5 months back, there was an attack in Udhampur as well. But in all the attacks, more often than not, the attackers have not been, tracked down, and that remains the biggest challenge because there's a massive forest cover which gives them perfect shelter. So police and army and security agencies have launched a coordinated search operation, but it's not an easy area where you can track them down. It needs really actionable human intelligence to deal with this type of hardened militants who have come from across the border, which remains the biggest challenge to deal with militancy, particularly in these areas which were free from militancy for last several years. But we have seen over the last 2-3 years, this area is high on terror radar. And now see, after attacking Army, Air Force and other security agencies, innocent pilgrims have been now targeted in Reasi today.
This is absolutely chilling. I'd just like to remind our viewers what we are talking about now, a major terrorist attack which has taken place in the greater Jammu area on a bus carrying pilgrims from Shiv Khori to Katra, not very far from the route to the Vaishno Devi Mandir. That's one of the most important pilgrimage routes anywhere in the country. At least 9 people have lost their lives. We can confirm that 9 have lost their lives. At least 30, in fact, some numbers suggest 33 have been injured. What took place was terrorists opened fire on this bus. The bus then plummeted into a gorge, and several casualties took place over there. Those who are injured have been moved to a hospital, but there are gunshot wounds. Nazir reporting that, to the best of his knowledge, at least 7 people who died have had gunshot injuries. Very significantly, the condition of those who are injured, some of them are thought to be critical. We are waiting for a reaction from the Prime Minister and others. Remember this on a day when the government was sworn in over here in Delhi. The timing, some would suggest, no coincidence. This is an area where terrorists have unfortunately been present in significant numbers, several encounters over the last 1 year. It's south of the Kashmir Valley where these attacks are taking place, in these ranges in the greater Kupwara, Rajouri area, where it's a cause of major concern. There's a reaction now from Mallikarjun Kharge, the Congress leader. He says the Prime Minister took oath for the 3rd time today along with 72 ministers of his cabinet. He's become the first 3-term Prime Minister since the Congress stalwart Jawaharlal Nehru. All right, sorry, this is another reaction. But first, this reaction, even while the Prime Minister and his NDA government got sworn in and heads of several countries are in the country, a dastardly terrorist attack on a bus carrying pilgrims has resulted in the loss of at least 10 Indians. The numbers we have are 9. Some reports suggest that that number might go up. Mr. Kharge goes on to state, "We unequivocally condemn this gruesome terror attack on our people and deliberate affront to our national security. Our heartfelt condolences to the families of the victims and pray for the speedy recovery of the injured." Ankit?
In fact, Rahul Gandhi, the Congress leader, has also reacted to this attack, and he has also said that against terrorism, the entire country stands united. But, as Vishnu was giving us the details, another gruesome attack, quite chilling, the details, the way these terrorists...
On innocent people, on pilgrims.
Absolutely.
I mean, this wasn't an attack on the armed forces, and that's, it's just shocking.
And that too, an ambush kind of attack that has taken place. So it means that possibly they were expecting, some sort of pilgrims on this route, and that is what these terrorists have now, in fact, gone ahead and done. There will be a lot of questions raised, and this clearly will be one of the big challenges as far as the government is concerned and for the new Defence Minister.
All right. Well, we're going to continue tracking this story. The information we have at this stage is very preliminary. We'll move on to other reports. But as we do that, just a reminder to our viewers that this is a terrible attack which has taken place on innocent pilgrims in the greater Rajouri area on a bus carrying pilgrims from Shiv Khori to Katra. There were terrorists who opened fire with automatic weapons. The bus fell into a gorge. At least 9 people have lost their lives. 33 people are injured, several of them in critical condition.